Okay, guys, we've been talking about PhDs, PhD holder in Sierra Leone. Let me talk Creole on this one for a little bit. But we've been talking about PhD holders, and what PhD means. It means you see a problem, you want to find a solution to that problem for take care of the whole world. Probably just a small community, a certain set of people, a particular problem that you've seen that can be applicable, that you can solve. That is what a PhD is all about. So I'm going to share the story of this guy, why he gets in PhD. He worked at the mines for a few months, he get the experience, then he decides, okay, I want to solve a problem because, miners, they die. So when I listen to his story, I'll talk to her.
At the 20th century, more than 100,000 workers died in the U.S. mining industry. Christopher Mark experienced that risk firsthand.
I started the mines in 1976, it was almost 50 years ago, and I worked underground altogether for about 2 years. And I can tell you, I was almost killed a couple times.
So this is real for you, mine safety?
Absolutely.
Mine safety has been Mark's life's work. In his 20s, he left the coal fields to earn a PhD, then returned as an engineer for the federal government. His efforts have helped save countless lives underground.
It was still maybe a coal miner every week that was being killed in a rockfall. In 2016, we had our first year with zero, a really tremendous accomplishment.
At the end of the day, you work essentially for the worker, not for the corporations.
That's exactly right. And we were asked to do this by the public. It was the public's demand that was reflected in the laws that were passed by Congress. And that's all we've been doing ever since.
So for you, this isn't just about a government budget. This is life and death.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So guys, Sierra Leone people, I want to understand exactly what it is. You see, this man saw a problem back in 1976 as a 20-year-old. He say miners them now America be die vocal. He want for prevent the death of miners. So what did he do? He left the mines, he worked there, get the experience, and then he left the mines. He said, I'm going to come back and solve this problem that these people are experiencing. He go school, go become a PhD and engineer. PhD where you call a doctor, right? He come back, he can solve the problem of the miners in America. So in 2016, for the very first time, they get zero death in the miners that were the mine inside America. That was his lifelong dream. He go, he get the experience, he see what it is, and then he say, okay, I'm gonna go and help and see what I can do to solve this problem. And he solve them. In Sierra Leone, with PhD holders, them everybody want for be president. They have PhD now for run for go school. I don't see a lot of young people now. They run for go get PhD just for the sake of they have no experience. They don't even know what to go get their PhD on. They don't get the background of what it is, the reasoning behind why you get a PhD for solve a problem. People like myself, why would I want to have what's made for me? I want to get a PhD now because of the nature of my job that I've been doing for so many years. Going to school to get a PhD is going to be like easy walkover for me because I already have the background, I have the experience. I don't work inside the industry. But in Sierra Leone, they all don't line up for become president. Then they solve problems. No problems. So people in poverty, Krube community, they all get PhD and they see they cannot solve the problems. This is what we have. Even when you get the opportunity, they will not solve the problems of the people. But I want to see.
In the 20th century, more than 100,000 workers died in the U.S. mining industry.
Bye-bye.
Doing a PhD can be a great decision in some specific cases, but for most people I know, getting their PhD arguably hurt their careers. I've spent a very long time in academia, ranging from very unknown schools all the way up to MIT and Harvard. And I've seen so many people start their PhDs for various reasons, and I've also seen where they ended up after their PhD.